Right, and it's D-Day today for Kharge and Shashi Tharoor. After months of vigorous campaign across the country, it's the day when Congress declares its candidate for the top job, and after a gap of 24 years, the party is going to get a non-Gandhi president. The choice will be between two contenders for the post, and it's between old hand Mallikarjun Kharge and candidate for change Shashi Tharoor. Election, remember, was held on Monday, and the counting begins shortly from now at around 10 o'clock in the morning at the AICC headquarters. Before I go to my colleague Samya, let's take a look at some breaking updates which are coming in on this story. Right, and the breaking update is that on the day of counting, Shashi Tharoor has raised some serious concerns. He has raised questions about sealing of ballot boxes and has in fact written to Madhusudan Mistry, senior Congress leader, about this entire matter. Let me go across to my colleague Samya for more on this. Samya, what are some of the concerns that Shashi Tharoor has now raised on the day of counting day?
Well, this is very interesting, a development that has taken place. It was late last evening that Ms. Shashi Tharoor wrote a letter to the Central Election Authority Chief Madhusudan Mistry, and he has stated certain grievances of his pertaining to the fact that the manner in which the ballot boxes are sealed, especially in states of Punjab, Telangana and UP, that is a matter of concern for him because the ballot sealing and serial number were not present. Having said that, Mr. Tharoor has also stated that it appears that there are certain delegates who did not come forward to cast their vote. Even their vote seems to have been polled. Now, these are the concerns that has been addressed with Madhusudan Mistry, and now it appears that Madhusudan Mistry has also asked his team to go through the ballot boxes and give him the feedback, and only then would the counting process begin. But in the meanwhile, Salman Soos, who is also a proposer of Ms. Shashi Tharoor, walked in a short while back. He is here to oversee, and he is the polling agent for Ms. Shashi Tharoor also, for that matter. And he's also said that, you know, when a candidate writes letters to Madhusudan Mistry, it's not love letters per se. There are issues, there are concerns that requires senior leaders to intervene. That's the reason why we've written letters. It's an internal matter, it's a matter of the family, and we do not want to make any political statement in that regard to vitiate the environment of the entire internal election exercise that are being carried out. A short while from now, the results are going to be declared, but first the voting process is going to be carried out. The ballot boxes, which was a secret ballot process that was carried out, are all going to be brought to the national capital. It was all here at the strong room right behind me. My video journalist Mrityunjay can actually pan and show you. There is a lot of hustle bustle happening right now, a lot of crowd that is coming and collecting. The media contingent, of course, has been present over here and reporting since morning. We are all waiting for Mr. Madhusudan Mistry to arrive over here. The ballot boxes will then be opened, and the polling agents and PRO would then be available to carry out the counting process. We are expecting the counting of all the states, and including one ballot box that was put across at the Bharat Jodo campsite where Rahul Gandhi also polled his vote, to all be available over here. The counting process will take place. Although state-wise breakdown of votes may not be available, will not be made public since it's a sealed ballot. But it looks like a foregone conclusion because a short while back when we were walking inside the Congress office, there are large posters of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge right outside the Congress office. And that has been one of the concerns also that Mr. Shashi Tharoor has been raising, that it's not a level playing field. There seems to be differential treatment meted out to him, and he seems to have a tacit support of the Gandhis, and that's the reason why several party functionaries and senior leaders, national spokesperson, have all given up on their roles and jobs within the Congress party to canvass and campaign for Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, which wasn't really the case for Mr. Shashi Tharoor, who did not even find audiences when he went to certain Pradesh Congress Committee offices, and he wasn't even welcomed in a state like UP, which has got maximum delegates. So even though this is an internal process of elections that the Congress party prides itself in, says it's a democratic practice, something that is not witnessed in parties like BJP, there seems to be cases of concern that whether it's a process of selection or an election, that is something that has been dominating the debate and the narrative surrounding the entire electoral process. But on 17th October, when Sonia Gandhi came to cast her vote and we put a question across to her if she was happy, she ended up saying that this is the day I was waiting for a long time. She was flanked by Priyanka Gandhi and the other leaders. And remember, Sonia Gandhi has been wanting to step down as a Congress president for a very long time owing to health concern. But owing to certain exigencies like COVID pandemic and the fact that Rahul Gandhi was very reluctant to even take over the mantle from her, the entire internal election process was initiated. And it saw a lot of high drama, complete political potboiler, where from Ashok Gehlot to Digvijay Singh also decided to throw in their hat but decided to withdraw. But the fates are sealed. Today, Congress party will get its new Congress president, and we are waiting for the results. We'll be getting you all the latest updates to you. Back to you.
Right. Samia, before we let you go, just to put that point across, as you said, that it's a foregone conclusion. More or less, the results are going to be on expected lines. So Shashi Tharoor coming out and saying this, or his election agent saying this on the day of counting, how is this to be perceived? Because is this some sort of a face-saving exercise? And what does it mean for Shashi Tharoor from here on? He's, of course, in the past always rejected the G23 tag. Most people are, of course, backing that, and he himself has said that Kharge unofficially or officially has got the backing of the Congress high command in this entire election process. So where do we see Shashi Tharoor from here on? So going by this entire comment which is coming on voting day, some sort of a face-saving exercise being done by the senior Congress leader. What are your sources telling you?
Well, Tanama, the entire electoral campaign was tilted in favor of Mallikarjun Kharge. Let's not make any mistakes about it. And Tharoor knew about the conclusion that the result, whatever is going to be the eventuality as far as the number games are concerned, he decided to go through the entire electoral process with a vision in place, with a manifesto, with a hashtag that has been trending, Think Tomorrow, Think Tharoor. He was very well prepared, and he made it very clear that he hasn't gotten into the contest to withdraw his candidature. And no matter what may be the results, he is here to put his best foot forward. Having said that, now, of course, Tharoor's name is going to be reckoned with whenever 2022 elections of the Congress party is going to be spoken about. That is perhaps the reason why Tharoor has decided to come into the fray, knowing well that he may not really have the chances of winning, because this really elevates his stature in his constituency, in his state, in Kerala, where right now the tallest leader in Kerala is Rahul Gandhi as an MP of Wayanad. But will this going to be a boost for his stature, his position as a politician, as an MP in Kerala? We have to wait and see. Although Kerala Congress did not really come forward to support or endorse his candidature, that is another area of concern. But G23 really came around to support and back and endorse and be proposers of Mallikarjun Kharge as against Shashi Tharoor, with whom they wrote that letter to Sonia Gandhi, because they felt better suited candidate. This entire G23, they came around, and it seems to have dissolved their concerns the moment there was a non-Gandhi being installed as the Congress president. So Mallikarjun Kharge, if he is elected as the Congress president, will end up being the binding force. But there are a lot of headaches that already await Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge as far as the internal differences are concerned, of that of Chhattisgarh, of that of Rajasthan. That is far from over. And of course, there are going to be assembly elections for which the Congress party's performance is also going to be scrutinized very, very carefully, because now that's going to be under the leadership of the new Congress president.
Right. Samia there reporting on the Congress presidential elections. Thank you so much for joining us.